What is going on, guys? DBG here, and in this video I'm going to be going over some players that I think are going to be downgraded from NBA 2K17 MyTEAM to NBA 2K18 MyTEAM. All of these are based on the assumption that 2K are going to be doing it the exact same way next year. Obviously in 2K17 they lowered all the players' overalls, and all these ratings are based on the assumption that they're going to be doing that again, and that the highest rated players will be Sapphires again. So first up we have got Brandon Knight, who started last year as a 76 overall gold card. He got that gold card because he averaged 19.6 points per game in the 52 games he played for the Phoenix Suns. He averaged 19.6 points and 5.1 assists per game. This season, however, he averaged 2.4 assists per game and only 11 points per game, while shooting less than 40% from the field and 32% from 3, which really isn't good, especially when you're shooting nearly 3 3-pointers a game. He was definitely having to play in the shadow of players like Eric Bledsoe and Devin Booker, and honestly, he just had a really poor season. For that reason, I think he's going to be downgraded to a 73 overall silver. Yes, a 73 overall silver. Maybe he'll be able to get a couple of moments cards if he gets traded. Maybe on another team he could be better, but right now I think a 73 overall silver is fair for him. Next up we have got Derrick Favors, who again started off as a gold card. He got that gold card because he had a really solid 15-16 season, averaging 16.4 points per game and 8.1 rebounds per game. This season, however, he only played 50 games, and in those 50 games he didn't even start all of them, only started 39 games. He shot less than 50% from the field, which isn't great for a power forward. He shot 30% from 3, but only shot 0.2 a game. He only got 6.1 rebounds per game, which is bad because he's considered a rebounder mainly. He also only scored 9.5 points per game, which isn't great, considering he's one of the highest paid players on the Utah Jazz team, and players like Joe Johnson, Gordon Hayward, Rudy Gobert are all comfortably better than him right now. I can't see him staying as a goal for next year. So I think that Derrick Favors is going to be downgraded to a 74 overall silver, and that's being generous. He could be downgraded even more, and I would be shocked if he stays as a gold. Next up we have got one of my favourite players, and it's Dirk Nowitzki. So Dirk started off last year as a 79 overall gold. In 2015-2016, he averaged 18.3 points per game, shot 37% from 3 and 44% from the field. Like 18.3 points is quite good, and the Mavericks were good. They made the playoffs. This season, however, he was injured for the first while, and I'm not going to hold that against him. But his points per game dropped by 4 total points. His rebounds per game stayed the same. His assists dropped, and his shooting percentage dropped. So he only averaged 14.2 points per game for a Mavericks team who were very comfortably outside the playoffs. For that reason, I think they're still going to keep him as a gold because it's Dirk Nowitzki. He's one of the best power forwards of all time. But I think that he's going to be downgraded to a 76 overall gold for next year. Next up we have got a guy who was my favourite player until he went to the Bulls, and it's DWade. I'm a Heat fan, so I love DWade. So DWade had an 80 rated Emerald card last year, which was good enough for I think one of the top 20 cards in the game at that rating. The season before he averaged 19 points per game, and like he didn't have that good a regular season for the Miami Heat, but stepped up big time in the playoffs. He was so good. And then he went to Chicago. In Chicago he shot 31% from 3, which isn't great, and he still put up 2.5 threes a game. His field goal percentage was the lowest of his career at 43.4. and his points per game was the lowest since his rookie season at 18.3. His assist numbers were also career lows of 3.8, and he was playing for a barely average Chicago Bulls team. DWade didn't have a good season, and for that reason I think he's going to be downgraded to a 78 overall gold. Yes, a 78 overall gold, so really not rated high at all. And last up we've got the only unanimous MVP in NBA history, and it's Stephen Curry. So Stephen Curry was rated as one of only 2 Sapphires with LeBron James this year in NBA 2K17. Started off as an 85 overall. The season before he was a unanimous MVP. He got 2.1 steals per game, 30.1 points per game, and also set the record for 3 points made by an awful lot. He only played in 79 games and still broke 400 threes in a season, as well as averaging 6.7 assists per game. This season he's been great. He had a few bad months, but when Durant got injured, he came into his own and had a great season. He did, however, only shoot 46% from the field, whereas he shot 50% the year before, and he also shot a career low from 3 at 41%. but 41% is still great, especially when you're putting up 10 a game. But Steph Curry's points per game average went down to 25.3 points per game, and for that reason I think he's going to be an 83 overall Emerald. And that is nothing against Steph Curry. I think there's going to be 4 Sapphires, and I just don't think the Steph Curry is going to be one of the 4. And I think they're going to have 84 as a cutoff point for Sapphires, and I'm not even sure if there'll be any players rated over 85 this year. So he will still be in the top 5 or 6 rated players, but I can't see him being up there with the likes of LeBron James, James Harden, Russell Westbrook, and Kawhi. I just can't see it. So anyway, that's the video. If there's any players you think are going to be downgraded, leave it in the comments. And as always, thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.